All right, we've got some questions.
We do have some questions. This first one, Pat, is from Mary Beth, who says, I love my parents, but it's getting incredibly difficult for me to help care for them. I'm considering putting them in a nursing home where they'd get 24-hour care, but I'm worried about it being unchristian. What do you think?
You know, children are supposed to look after their parents, and yet at the same time, it's nothing that says you're supposed to kill yourself doing it.
Yeah.
And there are many daughters particularly who literally are stretched to the breaking point, taking care of their own family, their own children, their spouse. Perhaps they have a job, and then they've got to take care of mother and dad at the same time, and it just gets to be an insupportable burden. There are bad nursing homes, and there are some very good nursing homes. So to put your mother or father into a really superb facility where they'd have 24-hour-a-day care, it's nothing unchristian about it. And I think that it's perfectly all right. Because they'll really be happier because they have, you know, shared recreation. They have all kinds of activities. Find the right place, though, and it'll be a blessing for your parents. All right.
This is Ben, who says, earlier you said that the Palestinians were an invented people. I believe that's wrong. In Arabic, Palestinian is Philistini, which is a modern way of saying Philistines. Those Philistines have been around for thousands of years. They're not invented. Your thoughts?
I don't think that it comes out of Philistine. I think the Romans used Palestina, and it was Latin. I mean, that's what they call it, Palestina, not Philistine. So I don't think they were talking about the Philistines, nor do I think anybody has ever said that the current crop of Palestinians came out of the Philistines. I don't think that's the case. Yes, the Philistines were around from quite some time, and you can go back into their heritage and so forth, where they came from, but I don't think, well, I didn't say they were invented. Newt Gingrich said they were invented, but there was no nation called Palestine. Ottoman Empire and Transjordan, out of Jordan, and the people who have come into Israel and claiming to be Palestinians are actually Arabs who've moved in from someplace else. They speak Arabic and they have Arabic backgrounds. There wasn't some special people called, and they're not the Philistines, to the best what I can understand. But I'd have to research more, but I'm not. That is not where it came from. All right.
This is Steve, who says, is it okay for me to let my 10-year-old son take money from older folks for doing yard work and other chores? I want him to learn the joy of serving others.
Well, you ought to also give him the joy of learning how to get into business for himself and supporting himself.
And
absolutely.
You get paid when you work.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing more. He mows the grass. That's one of the great American things. Your kid goes out and mows somebody's yard, and he gets paid a couple dollars to do it, and he saves money, or he has a paper route. He gets paid for carrying the papers or all
you know what you could do is find something that the two of you would agree together is meaningful, and teach him to tithe off of that.
I think exactly. It's the tithing. It's not I'm going to work for free. I mean, who's going to work for free? I mean, how are you going to support a family if everybody works for free? So I don't think that's what you want to teach your child. What you want to teach him is thrift and generosity with what the Lord puts in his hand. Teach him to tithe or give more.